vlogs. I shouldn't be doing this, but you know, I need to talk about it. I had the worst night's sleep possible. So yesterday I made the mistake of, well no, I always make this mistake. I have a really bad habit of watching things online that I shouldn't watch, that I, you know, just sort of take me to a darker place in life, you know. Things on the paranormal, just stupid shit like that. And usually it's all just surface level scares and dumb stuff that really shouldn't matter. But yesterday I watched a video that was, you know, maybe a bit darker actually than most of the other stuff that I've seen recently, and scrolling through the comments, there was talk about this other thing that had happened a couple of nights ago. So stupid me, I sort of went searching for it and stuff, which I shouldn't have, but you know, like, usually it's just all surface level. Unless you, I don't know, download like Tor or something and then go searching for things on the deep web, you're not gonna come across, at least I don't think so. I'm not very savvy with that stuff. I don't really go looking for it, you know, the really bad stuff, you know, reality. But unfortunately, there's pictures of this particular thing very much in evidence online for people to see, and it was probably a bit more than I can handle. I don't really want to mention who it is or what it was about, because I feel like that's kind of disrespectful. I know a lot of people already are making videos and talking about it and probably using this person's name in the title for views. I don't really want to do that. I could not stop thinking about it all night. I couldn't sleep. Every time I started drifting off, the image would come back. It was very sudden too, because what happened was I searched for this thing and then I found I guess it was like a blogger post or something, and it was an article, and I was reading through the article. I know there was one picture in particular that it was gruesome, but it was only part of what happened. But as I was scrolling through the article, I very suddenly stumbled upon possibly the worst picture I've seen in a very long time, and it hit me straight away. Like it was quite shocking. So yeah, it just got me thinking, like, got me thinking about so many things. Maybe that's, you know, so probably why I couldn't sleep. Just the image of this particular thing kept coming back into my head. I can still see it. Like, it's still really, I don't know why it provoked, like, it also happened, like, as soon as I saw it, I burst into tears, and I don't cry. Like, I don't usually cry about anything, but this just it got a response out of me that it was shocking in itself. Like, I don't react to things quite like that. Like, it was very sudden, it was very extreme. But yeah, it just got me thinking about, like, obviously there's the deep web, the dark web, which, you know, I don't even really want to talk about. I don't want to know what goes on there. I know that it can be, well, apparently it's a good thing for people in countries who are unable to speak to their loved ones because of the rules in their countries about the internet and stuff, so they're able to download like Tor or something like that and contact people in other countries. But yeah, I know the deep web is where you find all that bad stuff. Oh, you know, or not, maybe there are other places on the surface level web thing, but I don't you don't see it. This was just shocking. Hopefully some sort of cleanup gets done and these pictures get taken down, because yeah, it was shocking. It was really shocking. Anyway, I should stop now. I just wanted to briefly say that there was other things involved in this particular incident, and it involved a group of people on the internet who, I also wonder about that. I wonder if there should be more policing about certain groups. I mean, obviously there's like Antifa and stuff like that, but that's not my country, not my problem. But then I also watch it and I get really upset by what I see. It's lunacy, it's madness going on in the world that you just, how do you police that? And the internet plays a big part because people are able to communicate easier. And yeah, I should probably stop now. But yeah, anyway, this particular group of people, I suppose, I don't know, I could probably talk about who they are, that were responsible for this particular thing that happened. I don't know whether it was this particular group. They're saying it was. So it's the, I don't know, do you call it a conundrum phenomena? I'd say conundrum more of incels. And it is a troubling group of people, obviously, for obvious reasons. I just can't believe, although I can believe, I don't know what to believe anymore, I don't even know if that makes sense. All I know is, if you're watching this and you're a young person exploring the internet, just be really careful. Be really careful who you talk to. Be really careful what you do. Don't meet up with someone you don't know. If you are going to meet up with someone you don't know, find out more about them. And don't go alone. Meet in a very public place until you really get to know someone, Don't just be careful. Anyway, I better go. I keep working. Sorry about this. It's very dark. I'm not gonna talk anymore about this. I just wanted to come on. Maybe I wanted to talk about it because work, bathroom, vlogging. I'm gonna go home now. What I was saying before, can't remember. Something about just staying safe and something about not being all doom and gloom. Although this is pretty doomy and gloomy. I don't know. I don't know what to think. But maybe that's something I'll talk about, the conundrum, or what do you call it, conundrum phenomenon of incels, and I don't know, what I think should be done about it. I don't know. But it seems like something that it would be a tough time trying to police that kind of thing. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's a problem. A lot of what goes on the internet is a problem, though. So to end on a lighter note, I thought I'd share with you some of the weird things that have been happening to me lately. Also, this is the first time I've filmed out in public, so I don't know why that's relevant. Anyway, so some weird things that have happened lately. Went to the beach the other day, and it wasn't like the nicest beach I've ever been to, but it wasn't bad. It's just there was a lot of rubbish, which I really hate at the beach. Okay, so at that beach, a lot of rubbish, a lot of seaweed in the water, which is I'm also not a fan of that. But there was also like a rat someone just walked past. That was really awkward. So yeah, I saw a rat scurrying into some rocks. There was a cat. There was a pill bottle with like a weird mixture of pills inside it, just lying, you know, amongst some other garbage, which was very strange in itself. So yeah, I don't know why I wanted to share that with you. Also, I've had this really weird experience in that particular area with dead fish, which is something I'll probably go into a little bit more later. I don't think people do. I'm not used to doing this. It feels really weird. Anyway, so the other weird thing that happened lately was yesterday. It's really annoying. So the other thing that happened recently was yesterday when I went home, my husband called me outside to look at something, and the day before that we'd heard like something, like the sound of something smashing against the glass table out in the courtyard. And it didn't smash the glass table, but it was loud enough to get our attention. And then, fuck, people keep looking at me weird. I suppose it is pretty weird. So anyway, yesterday my husband took me outside to show me that in the wall there was like an indentation, and he had found like the cartridge of an air rifle bullet. So someone in one of the neighbouring apartment buildings had, he also showed me there was a tear in the awning that goes down over the glass table. So what had happened was somebody in one of the surrounding apartments has an air rifle and was either trying to shoot a bird or into one of the apartments above. And they obviously missed whatever they were trying to shoot at, and the bullet went through the awning and hit the wall, bounced off the wall and onto the table. But luckily it didn't smash the table or, hit someone. So that was weird, and it must have really been in my brain, because when I eventually did sleep last night, I had a dream that I was sitting out in the courtyard with my husband, and someone shot me in the foot with an air rifle. So anyway, we were like, fuck this, and we got up and we climbed over the courtyard wall, which suddenly became like rooftops. And we were searching around, we were looking at all the surrounding apartment buildings, and we found one where there were a bunch of kids sitting on this window ledge, like a giant window ledge, and one of them had an air rifle, and he was trying to hide it. So we accosted him, and we told him we were going to go and tell his parents. But then we tried to climb down off the side of the building, and fuck, seriously, people are looking at me, it's weird. It's funny, I don't care. We tried to climb down off the side of the building, but as we did that, we knocked over a giant bookshelf, which I think was meant to represent inside the parents' house. Anyway, it was just really weird, and we didn't know whether we should still tell the parents or if we should just let it go because we'd knocked over their giant bookshelf. And then I woke up. I just thought I'd tell you that because I wanted to end this vlog on a lighter note, because it was all a little bit gloomy before. And I want to try and make myself feel better. So I think I feel a bit better. But that was interesting. I should try and get out and about more often. As you can see behind me, there's this lovely park, and just try and visit, more local parks. Anyway, if you've watched this inane stream of consciousness, directionless, pointless vlog, then thanks for watching. I think tonight I'll try and read more of Carnacki. And what was the story called? Carnacki and the Invisible something? I can't remember. Anyway, thanks for watching.